I wanted to get on this. Hello, Mind Balance. Where you coming from? Got Moab Abstracts. All right. We've got the Google Hangouts on. I need to find out where they ask questions on Google Hangouts. Tell you what, I always get confused with this YouTube thing. Oh, what's going on with that thing? Need to make it way simpler. All right, I figured it out there on YouTube. So I can. All right. So hi everybody. We got Lorenzo over there. We got someone called Mark Dharma on my Facebook with my picture saying, "Hey Mark, great to see you." So I'm guessing that's either an automatic thing or some weirdo copying my stuff. Mark, I did not. Yes, JJ, meditation does reduce nervousness. And Mark, I haven't checked out matrix.ai yet. Baby has been keeping me busy. Sorry about that. Hey, Facebook. We've got Facebook over here. What's up, Will? What's up, Mark Dharma? That's weird that you look like me and you've got my name. So I don't know what you're doing there. Mark, I know me. Hey, Instagram, we've got Instagram right here, and we've got YouTube right here too. So just to let you guys know what's been going on, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and it was actually Sunday, but I had date day on Sunday, so I didn't go. But Friday and Saturday, it was this. It was the 5th annual Biohacking conference that Bulletproof, the company owned by Dave Asprey, Bulletproof put on, and it was here in Los Angeles, in Pasadena, and it's basically where a bunch of performance geeks like me show up, and we have talks, we have experiences, and see how we can increase our performance even more. So we're talking about longevity, living longer. We're talking about increasing your energy levels. We talk about making yourself smarter, like boosting your IQ, just becoming smarter. We're talking about learning quicker, all these things. And you need to excuse me today if I start sneezing. My immune system's a little bit lower because I've had a crying baby at night, keeping me up. Oh, hey, Fifi from Clapham South. Oh, yeah. Mark was watching my YouTube. Oh, not my YouTube. Excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze, like I just said. Got to get my immune system up. Guys, I'm back on Snapchat. I've had about 3 or 4 months of Snapchat. I'm back on Snapchat. I'm back on it. I'm back on it better than ever. So follow me on Snapchat. It's just my name, Mark Dharma, all one word. That's my username. Follow me on Snapchat because I'm back better than ever on Snapchat, bringing you the best info on how you can increase your energy, focus, and results. So I learned a lot this weekend at the Biohacking conference. There was a lot. And since JJ just kicked us off with tell us more about memory and longevity tricks, we'll get on it. And we'll get on to what you just asked as well, John, in a minute. First, let's go to the tips on memory and learning. Let's start with memory ones. So there's a great speaker who I actually luckily got a chance to interview. So I'll be putting that interview up on my YouTube channel once it's been edited. And the guy's called Jim Kwik. Now, I've been fortunate to meet Jim Kwik a couple of times before. In fact, I've even been to Jim's house in Beverly Hills before. And Jim Kwik is probably the ballingest baller I know. The ballingest baller I know. I don't know if it's a word. That's Jim Kwik right there. Just looks like an unassuming guy. All right, Jim Kwik. Jim Kwik is possibly the #1 world expert in, well, he is widely recognized, a world expert in speed reading, memory improvement, brain performance, and accelerated learning. Okay, he has worked with Microsoft, he's worked with CEOs, celebrities, and apparently he actually works with Marvel Studios. You know, Marvel Studios, they bring out all the great Marvel movies like Spider-Man, X-Men, and all them. He works with them, right? This guy's a big-time baller. I've been to his house in Beverly Hills, never seen a house like this guy's. It's like at the top of the hills, huge house. It's like the Batcave. It's got all these secret places, secret compartments, secret windows, and like different places you can go. And it's full of life-size models of Marvel characters, of superheroes. He loves superheroes. Anyway, Jim shared the 4 ways to learn anything faster. There's like 4 steps to learn anything faster. So let's start off with that. How can you learn anything faster? The first step, it's actually an acronym, FAST, F-A-S-T, FAST, all right? F stands for forget it. F stands for forget it. What does it mean? If you're trying to learn something, what does it mean, forget it? Well, what Jim says is when you're trying to learn something, the first thing you need to do is forget what you already know. You must forget what you already know. You need to have an empty mind, like a beginner's mind. All right, just forget what you think you already know. Forget about it. That's step 1. Step 2 is be active. A is for active. Active. And what Jim means by active is that learning isn't a passive, it's not a passive exercise, okay? And, you know, let me give you an example. Like, I've been guilty of this in the past. See, I told you, I feel like I'm going to sneeze and I haven't got any tissues around to blow my nose. I told you, this isn't normally me. It's just when I've got a newborn baby, 2 weeks old, she's crying at night, don't get my best sleep. What happens when you don't get the best sleep? Your immune system drops a bit. Anyway, active. So you can't just listen to an audiobook and go about your day and, you know, be driving and think that if you're not thinking about it, it's just going in, that you're going to remember it all. That's not how it works. You have to be active to learn. You've got to be like listening, repeating, like mulling it over in your head, thinking about the new information. Same with reading a book or learning. It's like, this is similar to that. And oh yeah, I can see how that works. You've got to be active. You've got to like get into material and be active with it. Okay? You've got to be active. So that's step 2 of learning something. Step 3 is the S. So the acronym's FAST. F stands for forget about what you already know. A stands for active, be active. S stands for state. What does state mean? State means that if you're really excited and having fun and all worked up, jacked up, you're actually going to remember it better than if you're just like, oh, I'm bored, oh, I'm tired. You're in a bored, tired psychological state. If you're in a bored, tired psychological state, you're probably not going to remember it. If you're excited, you're having fun, like you're having a peak experience, you're probably going to remember it. Interestingly enough, if you're really, really frightened and scared too, you're probably going to remember it because it's just our brain sort of filters stuff through our experiences and thinks, is that worth remembering or not? Probably not. But if you're really excited, or if you're really like scared, if you're in a peak state, then your brain's like, holy shit, better remember this. This is crazy. What's going on? Better remember it. And if you've ever been to a Tony Robbins event, like Tony is a master at this. He will get you in a peak state all the way through so that you remember it. Thanks very much, Mel. Appreciate it. We've got Mel, one of my old friends from college. She's saying congratulations on the baby. Thank you very much, Mel. Appreciate that. So, F stands for, if you want to learn faster, which is what we're talking about, this is what Jim Quick shared. He said, F stands for forget what you already know. A stands for active. You've got to be active, okay? You've got to be active. S stands for state. If you get in a peak state, you're going to remember better. And then T stands for, well, what does T stand for? I remember what T, teach. T stands for teach. You think you're going to remember better if you were learning to teach someone afterwards? Okay, of course you are. You know, that's why I'm teaching you right now, because I'm remembering it all better. It's helping me remember because I'm teaching you all. So F stands for forget what you already know. A stands for active learning. S stands for state, get yourself in the best state. And then T stands for teach. If you follow the FAST formula, you will learn much better. And if you want to learn more about Jim, he's got speed reading courses. I think I put my wife on a speed reading course. I've been trying to get my wife on a speed reading course for a while because she reads so slowly. Oh my God, I can read 4 books. This is actually no exaggeration. I could read 4 books before she could read half a book. Seriously, I could read 4 before she could read half. So I'm like, she's like, oh, babe, what book do you think I should read? I'm like, well, I think you should go on a speed reading course before you go on anything, before you read any book. But you read so slow. Oh, my God. Shiva, my name's Dhamma because it is Dhamma. That's what it is. Thank you, Mark, for putting it up on Instagram. Mark just put it up fast. So anyway, check out Jim Quick's website if you want to learn faster, speed read, and you know, memory improvement, brain performance. Jim's a guy. That guy's legit. So that was one of the things. We had JJ, I think, earlier. Hey, YouTube, by the way, put some comments in and some questions. You know, we're here for you. What's going on? We've always got the Instagram crowd are always popping. I've got to tell you, every time I do these live calls, Instagram crowd are always popping, always coming with the questions, always coming with the answers, just really engaged, active. Facebook crowd slacks sometimes. YouTube crowd, they're normally pretty good. I don't know what's up with them today. YouTube crowd are normally on it as well. Let's go. All right. Okay, shall we talk about longevity next, or shall we talk about synchronicity, mystic experience, psychic abilities? Okay. Shiva, yes, I do meditate daily. I absolutely do. Mark's asking, oh, that was you on Facebook. All right, Lorenzo, got it. What's the most interesting thing at Biohacking conference? Let's answer that. What was the most interesting thing at the Biohacking conference? There was a lot. Let's go through this because this isn't my plan to give you an overview. So Friday, the first thing I went to was like a welcome with Dave Asprey, and then Lewis Howes was on there, Unleashing Greatness. Ooh, that was interesting. Dr. Harry Edelson, had a talk called Becoming Wolverine, the Powerful Potential of Stem Cells. And I don't know if you've heard about stem cell therapy, right? But you know how Wolverine, whenever he gets injured, he just like regenerates right away. It just regenerates real fast. Well, it's looking like we have the technology now to do the same thing, to help us regenerate from, you know, maybe even if you break an arm or if you lose an arm, we can regenerate an arm. I don't think we're at that level yet, but we're getting there. And it's all from stem cells. And what stem cells are the cells in our body. And when we get injured, stem cells usually go to a site and then start regenerating the cells that were damaged, okay? They usually go and start regenerating the cells that were damaged. Now, here's the thing. They tend to stop after a while, so we don't get fully recovered. We don't fully heal 100%. And also, as we get older, they tend to reduce in number. but they seem to be very, very abundant in our fat cells, and they seem to be very abundant in our bone marrow too. So stem cells are abundant in fat cells and bone marrow. So what this doctor has found, he's found a way to pull the stem cells out of bone marrow, pull them out of your fat, mix them together, and then literally just inject the stem cells into areas of your body that need regenerating. So for example, with me, I've got like tendinosis in my big toe on my right foot. I've had it a couple of years. I think it was from bending it a weird way on a mat doing jiu-jitsu, and it just hurts every day. With this stem cell technology, theoretically, you should be able to pull out some fat from my bones and some stem cells from my fat and bones, inject it into the toe. Even though it's 2 years old, it should heal. It should heal and be fine. What else? I've got a torn hamstring. I tore like 95% of my hamstring in college. So there's 3 muscles in your hamstring. I've really got 2 and a tiny bit of one. I think theoretically that we'd be able to inject these into the hamstring that's not there, and the hamstring will start growing again. So, you know, people are using this for back pain. People are using this for like serious damage, you know, just to recover the body from serious damage. And it seems to work very, very effectively. So it's early days in stem cell research and using it for regeneration, but there's huge potential in it. Could literally mean if your arm gets blown off, you could grow back another arm. Like, I think that's where we could be going with this stuff. So very interesting. Dr. Harry Edelson. John Wallman wants to talk about spirituality. Shiva's asking me what specific meditation technique do I do. When it comes to meditation techniques, I either like to do Vipassana meditation. That's probably my favorite. Then I like TM, Transcendental Meditation. And I like neurofeedback. Talk about neurofeedback in a bit because that was big. All right. Oh, we're asking. Oh, we got Chris Bolger from Healers, New Jersey. He's got a question there. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. I keep touching this. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Hold up. I might have to just sniff up. I'm sorry. Oh man, I told you I haven't been getting as much sleep because of crying baby and been needing to sneeze the whole time. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. Should do it better now. All right. Great question. These are true dark. So, this is another one. Oh. Okay. I think I'm all right now. So, Chris is asking what glasses am I wearing? These are called True Dark Day Walker glasses. And okay, one more. Oh man, I'm not used to being sick. I'm not used to it at all. It's not something I enjoy. Anyway, these are True Dark glasses, and if you can see, they've got like a yellow tint to them. Now they're different from regular blue light blocking glasses, which have like a reddy orange tint. These are just yellow. And these are designed, I think I've got another sneeze coming on. These are designed to protect your eyes from monitors. Like, this is an iPad right here. I've got my cell phone over there, and I've got my laptop just right there. So these cell phones and laptops are LCD displays, liquid crystal displays, and the light coming through it is actually very, very harsh on your eyes and on your brain. It's the light. What it does is to show the light, which seems static to us, is really there's lights, backlights behind our cell phones, behind our laptop that keeps flicking on and on, like flicking on and off like that, really, really fast. extremely fast every second. And that just doesn't exist in nature. There isn't this on and off. So it means on like a microscopic level, our eyes and brains are having to adjust really quickly every time we're looking at them to deal with the light. Now, what these do is they filter out that harsh light coming from laptops, cell phones, iPads, and fluorescent lights, so that your eyes can relax and you can do whatever you're doing on the computer without feeling really burnt out at the end of the day. Now, yesterday is the first time I wore them all day while I was at the computer. And usually, when I finish my day, usually about 5 or 6 p.m., I just feel my head is like spinning. I feel like so burnt out, like my head is spinning. And what I noticed from wearing these True Dark Daywalker glasses is that I actually felt fine. I actually felt really quite refreshed. So I did actually have some nicotine gum yesterday earlier on, and I'll get into why I did that in a minute. But I'm wearing these glasses a day, and my eyes do feel a lot better looking at the screens with them. So we'll see how they go. So these are called True Dark Daywalkers. And if you go to biohacks.com, you know, I'm going to post it in YouTube. I've actually got an affiliate link. So basically, if you get anything from this website, I think I get like 20% or something, get a bit of cash. And I'm telling you this, not because I get a bit of cash, but because it actually pretty good. I like this stuff. So biohack.com. Gita, yeah, get a fast reading course. So Shiva is asking me about intersection. Marty, you're right. Stem cells are commonly found in spine and embryos. It is weird getting it from embryos. Melinda is asking me, how did you find the IV nutrients the other day? So last Monday, so not yesterday, the following week, I was feeling really sick. I mean, I hadn't had much sleep at all, crying baby at night, and I was feeling really sick. I was like getting hot and cold flashes, sneezing all the time, a bit like now, coughing. But I was feeling, right now I just feel like I'm about to get sick. Last week I was feeling sick. And I went for this IV treatment, so intravenous therapy. They put vitamins in me, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, glutathione, which is a powerful antioxidant, a bunch of stuff. They just went whoop right into the vein. And yeah, Mel, I felt amazing actually. I felt amazing for about 5 days, like better than ever. And then now these cold and cough start kicking in again. All right. Wow, that is unbelievable. All right, people keep talking about, can you talk about mystic experiences, spirituality, psychic abilities, and synchronicity? All right, John, what do you want to talk about? Why do you want to talk about that? Because that's quite a lot. Psychic abilities. I believe human beings, we have psychic abilities. I really do. I think we've got psychic abilities. I think that we can train them. And I think that if our bodies are pure, not full of toxins and so on, then we meditate. Meditation is one way to training. We can train them and use them. Why do I think that? Because I've met people who say that they can do that. And I believe them. And I also have had experiences where I've slightly been able to do it. And I've had experiences, like spiritual experiences, where I've been told that's possible. So what do you want to talk about, John? Like, let's open it up. Oh, Amy, you went to the Bulletproof conference too? Which, what did you get from it? What did you like? Amy Lowfire went. Yeah, what did you get from the Bulletproof conference? Mark, the IV, I believe, was $130. I don't think you should do it every week. I think it should be every now and again. Maybe when you're going through a lot of stress, maybe every 3 months or so. Because you don't know what, I don't think your body wants to be full of vitamins and nutrients all the time. Why would I say that? Well, we've started to find that fasting is great for us. You know, fasting is very, very healthy for us. So our bodies doesn't always want calories. It doesn't always want food going in. Sometimes it wants to be without. So it can break down and get rid of the damaged cells and so forth. So I think I'm just using that logic that, okay, if our body likes fasting, it probably likes having lots of vitamins and minerals sometimes and then going through a period where it doesn't have much. I just think we tend to work in, we tend to work in cycles. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? Kyle, you was at the Bulletproof conference. What did you get from it? What was your favorite thing? Fasting, Mark, so just drinking water can actually, for like 5 days, 7 days, can actually lower your risk of cancer. It's been proven to. Okay, I'm going to sneeze again. Oh my God. One sec. That was like a cough and sneeze at the same time. All right, I'm going to need to have a nap today or something. Got one more. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Man, it still hasn't gone. I think I need a tissue. Okay. Oh my. Hey, so we've got a bit of action on the YouTube now. We've got Juan. All right, I'm going to get my treadmill desk walking because the movement might help us a bit. All right, back. All right, so Juan is asking caffeine on a daily basis. Caffeine on a daily basis. I don't like caffeine every day, to be honest. I feel that it guys, this is not even funny. It's not even funny, these cough and sneezing. Everyone, I've got an excuse. I got a little baby girl, and she cries during the night and I haven't been sleeping. And to be honest, it's sort of my fault because I've just generally been going to bed too late. And one of those, my immune system just doesn't like it. Okay. So Amy went to Biohacking conference too. She loved all the health information. Too many. She went to the Bulletproof Labs yesterday. Great. Did you do any of the experiences at Bulletproof Labs, Amy? Did you do any of them? And you bought a lot of new products. Okay. How to see synchronicity more and know what to do in life like purpose. To be honest, John, if you meditate, if you do a focused meditation for 1 to 2 hours a day, I know it might seem a lot. I guess it is. But if you do focused meditation for 1 to 2 hours a day, within a week, you'll be seeing synchronicity everywhere. Because the thing is, like, synchronicity is always happening. It's just usually our brain's too active. Our brain's too active to really notice. But when you meditate, our brain quietens down a lot, mind quietens down, and everything seems a lot calmer in life. And you can really notice the synchronicity coming in front of you. It is really incredible and tremendous way of being. So meditation helps you see the synchronicities. Yeah. So Marty's saying use caffeine when you need a boost. Don't build a resistance to it because you'll create more adenosine receptors. Adenosine tells you it's about time to sleep, and caffeine replaces adenosine. Talking about sleep, that's a good segue into another talk that I went to. And that's by a guy called Dr. Michael Bruce. Dr. Michael Bruce, and he had a talk called Sleep Hacking, How to Be Better in Bed, Sleep Hacking. And Dr. Michael Bruce, he has a book out. Let me just see what his book's called. It's actually a good book. I'd recommend it. Michael Bruce, The Power of When. Yeah, his book's called The Power of When. And it's basically a book of like when you should do things, like when you should go to sleep, when you should work out, when you should focus, when you should do something creative. The Power of When. And let me just pull up my notes from his. So he was talking about sleep because he's mainly a sleep researcher. He's mainly a sleep researcher, and what was he saying? Oh, and he was saying there's 4 types of people, right? 4 types of people, and these 4 types of people actually do better if they sleep at different times. And this is very interesting, to be honest. I was very, very skeptical of him when he first started talking. I was like, oh yeah, you just come up with these 4 different people because it's a nice little marketing gimmick and you can write a book about it and make money. But to be honest, I thought it was bullshit at first until he told me that actually his research on these 4 different people is actually based on genetic research. It's actually based on seeing people's different types of genes and noticing that these people with certain genes act differently and need to sleep at different times. So he said there's 4 types of people. One of them is called a bear. Okay. One of them is a wolf. One of them is a dolphin. What's the other one called? Bear, wolf, dolphin. No, there's another one which is actually the one I was. Can't remember what the other one was right now. There's another one too. And you're saying if you're depending on your type, whichever one you are, some people are early birds who like to get up early and go, which was the one I was in. And then some people are more night owls. I think that might be one of them, night owl, actually. I want to see it again. This is ridiculous. Bless me. Yeah, one of them is night owls, and the other one is dolphin. So he's saying that sleep cycles are every 90 minutes, okay? So for us to have a sleep cycle, a full sleep cycle is about 90 minutes. So when we fall asleep, we tend to get a bit of light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep, and we go through that cycle about every 90 minutes. So he says if you go through 5 of those cycles a night, you're good. Your body just needs to go through 5 90-minute cycles a night. Now, that actually adds up to 7.5 hours. 5 times 90 minutes is 7.5 hours. So does that mean that we only need 7.5 hours sleep? Well, what Dr. Bruce says is that actually some people do only need 7.5 average hours sleep. And he said he's actually worked with people who they've tested in a sleep lab who only need 6.5 hours sleep. And they're fine. Check them out, absolutely fine. And then he said there's other people who they found need 8.5 hours sleep. And if they don't get 8.5 hours sleep, they're not feeling good. They're not at the best at all. So he said, you need to know what type of person you are. Are you someone who can just get away with 6.5 hours sleep and you feel great, you've gone through all the sleep cycles? Or are you someone who needs to, get 7.5 hours, which is the average? Or do you need a bit more? I know for me, I'm more like the 8.5 hour guy. If I don't get 8.5 hours, 8.5, stuff like this starts happening. I start getting sick, to be honest. That's just something for me. So anyway, let's go into how we can get more sleep. He says, ocean sounds help you fall asleep and stay asleep. Ocean sounds have been proven to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. Wearing blue light blocking glasses when the sun goes down, proven to help you fall asleep. Avoiding blue light electronics now before you go to bed. Drinking caffeine. Stop drinking caffeine at least 2 o'clock. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. So what a half-life means is that half of it you'll get rid of half of it in your system in 6 to 8 hours. So you'll have another half still to go. So caffeine's fully out of your system apparently in about 12 to 16 hours. So if you drink it at 4 p.m., well, you're going to have at least half of it. You're going to have more than half of it in your system until about 10 p.m. or later, 12. So stop drinking coffee. Like the latest you want to drink your coffee is about 2 p.m. Otherwise, it'll stop you from sleeping. Someone's given me a dislike on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube here. So if you give me a dislike, let me know why so I can make it better. All right. Okay. I'm going to answer some questions. Zeta says he has a mild bit of psoriasis and has been using chaga, which is like a mushroom, for it. But do you know of anything else that helps besides all the fundamentals? Well, the basics are the basics. Like you can't beat the basics, Zeta. That's just the truth. So if you've got psoriasis, fundamentals there is taking sugar out of your diet, taking dairy products out of your diet, taking gluten out of your diet. Usually if you take out milk and sugar, it usually gets rid of psoriasis unless you're allergic to something else that you're eating. Martin is asking me, when do I wake up? I usually wake up, I like to wake up at 6. These days it's been as late as 7:30. Bomber says, what is your opinion about having a vegetarian diet? I think it's good for the environment. You know, it's great to get your lots of veggies in. I would say make sure that you're avoiding genetically modified soy products and be very wary of any like fake meat alternatives because they're usually made out of crap. So avoid them. And then I find that some people thrive on a vegetarian diet, do really, really well. And some people don't. Some people do not do well on a vegetarian diet. You know, they feel sick, they get depleted of nutrients. I would say definitely get your blood tested regularly or even your hair tested to find out how you're doing nutrients-wise. Oh, it's funny, when I mentioned the dislike on YouTube, the dislike disappeared and then someone gave it another like. So, oh, Amy said that she did the ARX, cryotherapy, red light. She wants to try the virtual float tank and do the live O2 again, since I had a hard time getting my oxygen levels up. Yeah, I did a live O2, which was pretty incredible. I've got videos coming out on that on my YouTube. Where else? Oh, so Mart has a good question. What if you breathe pure oxygen? Would that enhance your brain function? I bet you're more alert, but will you get high on O2? Well, I actually got high on O2 this weekend at the Biohacking conference. They had this machine, which was an exercise bike, and they hooked you up to a gas mask, and then they had you like working all out at like, I think it was 16% oxygen. So in a normal atmosphere, we have about 30% oxygen. Apparently, thousands of years ago, there was a lot more oxygen in the atmosphere, and it's been reduced as time's gone on, and it's reducing even faster because of deforestation. We're literally cutting off our own oxygen supply by cutting down trees, which is absolutely just the most dumbest thing that human beings could possibly do. Chopping down trees. Oh, I've got a smart idea. Why don't we chop down the things that make oxygen, which every single one of us needs to live? Let's just let's just cut them all down and make stuff from them. That's like the dumbest thing ever. We're like literally shutting off our own oxygen supply. And because of that, the Earth's oxygen levels are reducing. So that's dumb. So apparently years ago that people would live longer. You know, in the Bible and stuff, that there's people living like 200, 300 years old. Apparently I've got some friends who studied this and like, yeah, that stuff's legit. That's not bullshit. That's legit. We have way more oxygen in the environment, and we lived longer because of it. So I don't know, I haven't done my own research, but people who I definitely respect and know are very smart, they're like, no, that's legit. There was more oxygen. And I know that's true. There wasn't more oxygen in the atmosphere, and it's been getting reduced as the years goes on. So anyway, they'd have us training, exercising, taking on about 16% of oxygen, which is about half of what's normally in our atmosphere. And then when you're like, oh, struggling to breathe, they flick a switch and then start putting 90% oxygen into the gas mask. So apparently what that does is, while you're struggling for oxygen, all your capillaries open and your body's like, shit, we need to open everything up to get more in. And then you go, boof, turn on the high oxygen. So you take it into your body and absorb it a lot better. And yeah, you absolutely do get high. I was like high the whole day. It felt amazing. Thank you, Mark. Sean Franklin is asking me if I play Mortal Kombat video games. I used to back in the day, but not anymore. Okay. Okay, just going through the questions here. Wheatgrass versus coffee. Which one would be the best drink in the morning? I would argue wheatgrass, although coffee has a lot of polyphenols. Polyphenols are antioxidants, and polyphenols apparently help us live longer. And yeah, Dave Asprey is a big fan of that. He was like going on saying how good coffee is. Obviously, he sells coffee, so of course he's going to say that. But you know, I believe him too. John's asking for a cheap meal plan for students. Frozen veg. Go to Costco, John. Get cheap food there. Javier Lags, how can I get glasses like you? How much? Go to biohacks.com / let me see. I'll type it in the comments so you can see where you can get these glasses from. They help you, protect you from the light from your computer. / it's my name. There we go, Mark Dhamma. So it's biohack.com / ref / my name, Mark Dhamma. Zayda said, did you have a chat with Naveen Jaina at all? Yeah, I did. Zayda, good one. I did have a chat with Naveen Jain. I picked up one of his Viome. That was actually very interesting, these Viome gut tests. So Naveen Jain's billionaire. It's got this test called the Viome. Basically, take a little bit of your poop, take a little bit of your blood, you send it off to a lab. They do analysis on it. They find out what's going on in your gut, find out what's going on in your body, and then you've got an app with artificial intelligence which will tell you, like, hey, Mark, This is what's going on in your body. You shouldn't be eating spinach. You need to eat this. These probiotics aren't going to work for you. You actually need this, or you've got too much of this. And it will tell you specifically, according to your gut, according to your blood, what you need to do to improve your health, which is incredible. So so I did. Actually did an interview with him. Okay. How do you like that qualia? On it today. Like it. I need to test it a bit more before I know if I'm going to carry on having it. How come you don't take nutritional yeast? A lot of people take nutritional yeast for the B vitamins. I eat plenty of meat, so I get a lot of B vitamins from that. What's up, Ryan? Oh, Zada's waiting for vitamin results. Can't wait. Yeah, that'd be cool, Zada. That'll be cool. Yeah, I got to do the test. I got it right here. All right, guys. Hey, Josh. Good to see you, man. We've just been going through some of the things we learned at the Biohacking conference here in Pasadena in LA. We're actually about to wrap up. We're just about to wrap up because I've got client calls this afternoon coming up. So that's it. I'd say probably the most exciting thing was the stem cell research. The stem cell research is big. Apparently Dave Asprey's literally had stem cells injected into his brain so that his brain will recover, repair, and fix. And he says he definitely feels like his brain's been upgraded since having that stem cells injected into it. So pretty crazy stuff, pretty interesting. Guys, I've got to go. I will be back next Tuesday at 12 noon to answer your questions and how to improve your performance, your energy, your focus, and your results as an entrepreneur. Excited for it. I will keep doing these live streams, Mark. Everybody, check out my YouTube channel. If you're not already on it, just type in Mark Dhamma, subscribe. I've got all the latest interviews and videos from the Biohacking Conference coming up on my YouTube channel over the next couple of weeks. Me and my cameraman Roy, we grabbed interviews with people like Naveen Jaina and other people like that, and it's all going on the YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, and if I don't see you before then, I'll see you all next week. Adios, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Facebook. Oh, thanks, Clayton. Bye-bye, YouTube. Let's get off this now.